Welcome back to What's the Business, ladies and gentlemen. This is somewhat of what we're going to call the style episode here of What's the Business. Of course, we just had the amazing, the one and only, the owner of Peroxide Beauty and Barbershop. Of course, joined by her barber extraordinaire, that's right, the blade slinger himself, Mr. Alan Bailey. So, Luisa Gaxiola, Alan Bailey. Right here on What's the Business. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we are hanging out with one of the most styled out DJs that I have ever met in the LA area. And she has graced us with her presence right here on today's episode of What's the Business. It is, of course, the one and only Caroline Posada. Hi. What's happening, my dear? What's the business?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Here? I am great. Thanks for having me here.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I can't wait for us to hear a little bit of what you do in just a little bit.
Well,
are you actually going to get on the ones and twos for us?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm always ready to get into
Good. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about a few other things. You are not only a DJ, correct?
That is correct. I'm also a woman.
Well, now we had a DJ on the show earlier this season, in our first season. DJ Krazu. Shout out to Krazu. Was really good. But I wanted to have both a male DJ and a female DJ on the show in the first season. Because I'm fairly, or at least a little bit, known around the South Bay as DJing people's events and doing parties and whatnot. But I love the fact that the whole DJ world is not such a male-dominated world anymore. The whole realm of female DJs is really growing and augmenting on such a level. It's fantastic. What do you think?
Well, I think it's not a business for people that cannot get like tough skin. You really need tough skin because you work difficult hours. And you have to expose yourself to like the nightlife, which, you know, it's not always pretty, but I am being blessed. You know, I've been always surrounded by beautiful people, and I like when girls get empowered to do music, you know, even if it's DJing, whatever it is that you want to do, just be true to yourself and the talent that you have, and just get exposed to other artists and grow, you know, like it's amazing that the girls can do it as well as the guys. You know, sometimes it gets difficult because guys could be a little bit territorial, I would say, and men like to do business with men and be entertained by women. But we also have a very good sense of business, you know, and so I give props and applaud the girls out there that are doing a good job.
Very nice, very nice. Now, we all can probably hear that maybe your accent sounds like you possibly come from somewhere else. Is that the case?
I come from Colombia.
Colombia.
Yes.
Órale.
I was born in Medellin.
Okay.
And then I came to Los Angeles to study film. So I graduated from Chapman University. Props to Chapman. Is doing great.
Chapman, what's up?
In the film business. And then I just, you know, I've been part of the entertainment world ever since. So, yeah, right now it's a good place to go, Colombia. So I give a special invitation to those out there that are always being scared to go to Colombia. Don't be, because it's actually a very good time to go.
So it's not the cocaine capital of the world. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it is the cocaine capital of the world publicly, but I'm sure there's other people, you know, other.
I'm just asking. I don't know. I mean, I'm
well,
just asking.
If you like cocaine, go there too.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. I don't divulge into these things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just here trying to find out what's the business.
we are being stereotyped all our lives thanks to Pablo Escobar.
Pinche Pablo.
You can actually watch the story with the new Netflix show out there. But, you know, the news and the media always shows what is best for them to show, what they're being paid to show. So not everything is as seen on TV.
Right. Now, what is your favorite part about being here since you've come to LA?
I like that LA, to me, it's a city that empowers people to be themselves. and to be surrounded about a pool of creative people that come from all over the world, to be surrounded by the best. And you do, because you get challenged on a daily basis with the new person that's showing up to town, with the one that has 20 years in the making, and the one that was born in the business. So you really get soaked into this whole creative power that LA has, and it's like like it sets for the rest of the world, because whatever happens here, the rest of the world will follow in the music and the entertainment business. So that part I enjoy a lot, not to mention the beautiful weather and the fact that I am a beach bunny, but I love the combination of mountains and the beach. So LA to me, it's numero uno.
Numero uno, ladies and gentlemen.
Although I'll be very happy in the Caribbean, on a private island with my private yacht and a helicopter.
Well, of course, we'd all like a private yacht and a private island, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we'd all like all of that. Keep it locked right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to find out what beach bunny means in just a minute. We have a couple more questions for this amazing musical guest on today's episode. The one, the only, DJ Caroline Posada, actress, model también. And we're going to ask her a couple questions just about acting and modeling before we get to hear her on the ones and twos. Don't go anywhere. This is What's the Business?
Hello, I'm Chuck Wilson. I've been selling real estate here in the greater South Bay area for 30 years. One thing that I've learned, buyers want to see a prospective property in its entirety. With my company, Studio 637 and Real Estate of South Bay, we can shoot the highest quality video, not only a room-to-room tour of your home, but from a bird's eye perspective. This will get the buyers in the market wanting to come and see your home. Studies have shown that professional video will hold a buyer's attention twice as long as photos and text alone, increasing your property's visibility on search engines like Google and Yahoo. These are the sales leads we need to achieve the highest possible price for your property.
We're back. It's What's the Business? Your main man, your host with the most, Soul Cole. I'm right here, and I'm hanging out with today's musical guest, DJ Caroline Posada, La Colombiana Extraordinaire. What's really good? But not only are you a DJ, we wanted to have you on the show because you have also ventured into other things. You are also an actress, also a model. You were just recently in a film with some well-known folks as well. What's the business with the acting and the modeling besides DJing?
Well, for me, music has been a part of my life since I'm 4 years old. I think it was a way for my parents to drop me on after school program to keep me busy. For that, I thank them my entire life. But for me, as I will say, it's like two different realms, but they're in combination and they work together very well. I study film directing, and to me that is the seventh arts in combination of them. You have a little bit of photography, you have fashion, you have writing because you have a story to start with. You have all these elements that are artistic, and that was what drew me to them. Mm-hmm. So modeling is just a part of, just making yourself feel whatever chi you have inside. For me, it's a way to keep myself fit, it's just to keep myself in check and be like, hey, what does my picture look like? But then movies, it's a different story because I have a vivid imagination and I love to tell stories and be creative, and that's a part of music that you cannot tell with visuals. So in combination, they're amazing.
Well, tell people, what is the brand new movie?
Well, just recently we presented in Hollywood, the Arena Cinema, Speed Dragon. It was a movie that I had the pleasure to produce with a friend, really good friend of mine, Dan Frank. Bai Ling was also in the movie. DJ
Shout out to Bai Ling, who was on What's Really Good with So Cole way back in the day. We did a radio interview up in Hollywood. Love you, girl. Do your thing.
Yeah, she's always doing her thing. She's a really awesome person to be around. Crazy, and you learn from it, you know, like the spontaneity of that girl. I love it. And then we showed, you know, this movie was about a rock star person. Actually, it's a music movie. I recommend you guys to watch it because it tells a little bit about how the business works behind this glam. And then, you know, it was premiered at Cannes Film Festival last year. So for that, you know, it's super amazing. And we had a really good run in the Hollywood. And, you know, I'm always out there telling stories, doing movies. If I'm not DJing, I'm maybe directing commercials or writing a script with a friend for someone. So it's a big part of me to be in the creative realm of things.
Right on. Very nice, very nice. Now, before I ask you your last question, our on-set celebrity mixologist, unfortunately, who was just here through most of the episode, unfortunately got a call apparently from TMZ, from what I just heard.
God.
So she had to run outside,
Sarah.
but she made you something special. A little champagne cocktail, I believe. And if you look, it's actually hidden behind the lounge sign. Right over there. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cheers.
Yes.
Cheers to you guys.
That's okay. Actually, I'm all right right now. I'm working still.
Oh, this is delicious.
Oh yeah.
I really like it.
Very nice.
That's
Okay.
Gotta like
Now.
give you the recipe.
Tell me, before we get out of here, who is your favorite DJ? Because you're a DJ. Who is your favorite model? Since you model. And who is one person you'd like to act with since you are now an actress as well? 1, 2, 3. Let me hear all of them. And that is going to wrap us up right here on What's the Business with Caroline Posada. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Lightning round. Let's go, my dear. Bow. Lightning round.
Let's start with acting. I would love to play with Al Pacino.
Oh.
You know, we can make like a gangster movie or something.
You want to shoot some guns, huh?
Yes.
You want to shoot some people?
I want to shoot.
She want to shoot some people.
Well, for that, I would love to work with Ridley Scott as a director. Mm-hmm. And Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Like,
now what about modeling?
Will be my trio. Modeling. Wow, this is difficult. There's so many, you know, like different.
You can say so call. I don't mind.
It's
Okay.
so cool. For the naked shoots.
I'm just saying, whoa, hey. I didn't say it.
No, just kidding. Maybe like, you know, like the Victoria's Secret girls. Like I will want to be one of them.
The Angels.
Yeah, one of the angels. You
Oh,
know.
wow. Okay. Watch
Yeah,
out.
for me, super awesome girls.
Okay.
They're all beautiful. You can't pick, you know, just put your finger like this and then that one.
And,
And then to DJ.
oh, here we go.
Oh my God. Right now, I would love to play with Clan Carousel.
All right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I think it will be like in Ibiza or
Yeah?
Mykonos, somewhere like that.
Okay.
I'll be happy.
I love it.
Be like,
I love it.
Hey, Clan. what's
Okay,
up?
well, speaking of DJing, ladies and gentlemen, would you like to see what it sounds like when our featured guest right here, DJ, actress, model también, Caroline Posada, gets on the ones and twos? Then don't you go anywhere, because I promise you, you will not be disappointed if you stay tuned after these messages and see exactly what it sounds like when she hops on the decks. This is What's the Business?
I feel so bad. I'm in misery. Help me out, somebody. I